Hello class, so it's International Day of Dot, and we watched our dot video about a girl who thought that she didn't know how to paint and she created a dot, and then she had an amazing show. And we also learned about a painter called Kandinsky who liked to paint circles like these. And since the beginning of the year, we're studying about primary colors, yellow, blue, and red, and secondary colors, orange, green, and violet. And we also studied about warm colors, yellow, orange, pink, red, all the warm colors, and cool colors, all the greens and all the blues and all the purples. And so now we are going to make our Kandinsky inspired dot painting these circles. And by now we should know all about Kandinsky and know that he used to like experimenting with painting circles and practicing what colors went with what. We are also going to be gluing these cupcake liners to our black paper, and I'll show you how to get started. And we're going to be using our markers, and each student will get a slightly different sort. So if your shoulder partner needs to borrow from you a marker, please let him borrow it. Okay, now nice and quietly, let's listen to the video and then we'll get started step by step together. Okay, so it is September 15, that is the International Dot Day, day of a dot, day of a circle. So we're gonna start painting concentric circles, which are circles inside of circles. We're gonna start with a dot, and then paint a circle around that, circle around that, circle around that. That's called concentric. And we learned so much about amazing painter Kandinsky. I hope you can recall, and we'll discuss some things about Kandinsky after your painting is done. Let's get started. We're gonna need a paper, and go ahead and first sign your paper. If you have a regular pencil on you, that's fine. If you have a crayon, that's fine. You can write a number, table number. I'm gonna put my table number is 1 and put it in a circle. And you can write your name, or you can use a white crayon. I'm gonna write Miss Kramer. Or white pencil. Okay, now that we have that, I'm going to write sample. Now that we have that, we are going to fold our paper over one time like a book. See, basically, it's like a book, so not up and down, not the long way, like up and down, which is called vertically, but horizontally, like a horizon, like watching horizon, okay, horizontally, like a book. So we're gonna fold it over like a book, right? And then fold it like a hot dog style, like a hot dog style, like a dash hot dog. Okay. So we have, when we fold it all together, we will have this kind of size, all right? And we open it again. We're gonna use 4 in this video, 4 cupcake wrappers. And go ahead and glue them on. I'm using purple glue so you can see how I'm putting the glue. So I'm going to put my purple glue on, like so. I'm going to fit it inside of that circle. And let's get it all glued on. And if your shoulder partner doesn't have a glue, raise your hand or wait. and Miss Kramer will lend you glue, or you can share glue together. So your shoulder partner, your teammate, can help you out and give you some glue. See how I'm gluing all the edges in? So it would be easier for me to paint on top with my markers. So I'm painting all the edges in so it stays nice and firmly without folding over. See? I'm gluing all of the edges in. Okay, I'm gonna put it down like this. Okay. And this glue dries really quickly, so that's a good thing. And we're gonna review all the colors we've been studying since the beginning of the school year. We studied all the primary colors. So which ones are primary colors again? The colors that we cannot make from any other colors. They stand on their own. And those colors are yellow like the sun, red like love or heart or fire, and blue like the ocean. So let's get started. Our first circle will be primary colors. I'm gonna put this on my video. Miss Kramer art class. Okay. So I'm gonna start with yellow circle. And I'm using like side of my marker so I can paint quicker. And our red marker kind of looks like this. So it has a little burgundy look to it, like a beet, darker red, but that's fine too. And when you touch the yellow, it will turn orange, but we don't want to do that right now, just very little. Touch the yellow just very little when you go around. We're just gonna keep it nice and pure colors, primary colors first. Yellow, red, and lastly blue. I'm gonna put blue. See how I'm painting one section at a time? You can also turn your paper over like this if it's easier to paint this side. For me it is, so I did turn my paper. This is fun. And I'm painting all of the edges and go all the way to touch up all of the edges. Awesome. Now I have my primary colors. So my second circle, you see how this one is lifting? That's going to be harder to paint. I think I'm going to need more glue. So you guessed it, secondary colors. You're going to paint secondary colors for the second circle. Okay, so secondary colors are made out of the primary colors. So out of yellow and red, we'll make orange. So we'll start with orange. And out of yellow and blue, we'll make green. I'm going all the way around. And out of red and blue, I'll make, see, I had to go borrow from number 8, but you're gonna be with your shoulder partner and they're gonna have purple. See, I didn't have it. Okay, so out of red and blue we make purple. All right. and we paint neatly and we try our best. See how I'm using the side of the marker? That's gonna help me to, instead of doing like this, see, I'm doing this, using the side. Try it. Instead of this with the tip, try using the side like this. Okay, once we get it all colored, we're gonna use cool colors and then warm colors. So we have primary colors, secondary colors. Now we're gonna do cool colors and warm colors. Okay. So I grab all of the cool colors I can find in my box. And I'm gonna start with the lightest one. My cool colors. You see, I'm not doing this. I'm doing on the side. Okay. And just go around and around. Perfect. See how the colors are blending nicely together when you go over them? And don't leave any white spaces. Try to color nice and even. This is fun, fun, fun. And lastly, we're gonna paint with purple. We've got our cool colors. Cool colors remind me like going to take a nice cool swim in the ocean on a really hot day and the water feels so cool. Or go inside of a shade of a nice building, nice purple shade of a building that is cool. Or hide under a green tree that is so cool away from the sun. And now we're ready for the warm colors. So we're gonna start with the hot, hot yellow, like a sun. Isn't it hot on a really, really sunny day? It's a nice, hot, warm color. And then I might use an orange, like a sunset color on a warm sunny day. Or like the color of orange, the fruit feels so warm in your hand when you pick it up from a tree. And then we can go to color red, which is warm like fire. Like fire. Hot like fire truck or hot pepper. Red hot chili pepper that just burns your mouth. It's so hot. That's spicy, but it also means hot. And maybe we'll add some pink for the very ends. It's a warm color. Pink is a tint. Tints are made by mixing white, which is a neutral color, with any color. Kind of like a pastel, but it's still warm. Okay, and when you're done like this, we're done with this activity and we reviewed all the beautiful colors. Now is your turn.